Song called Suavecito, and in 1997, while on tour in Denver, Colorado, I ended up just going back to the promoter's house, and as I used to do many times, I was just caught up just abusing my body. And this particular night, I was caught up smoking crack cocaine. I smoked so much crack to the point where my heart stopped. I overdosed. But you see, God had another plan for my life. Amen? He breathed into my nostrils. The next morning I got up and I tried to get my composure together. I sat down on the couch and I noticed that there was a television sitting right at my reach, and I turned it on, and there's something that I've never seen before, because being raised as a Catholic, I never knew that there was such thing as women preachers. But there was a lady preaching on TV that day, and that caught my attention. She was saying things to me that was hitting me in the corazón. How many know what corazón means? She was saying things like, "Are you up to no good?" I started looking around. I thought there was cameras in the room. Somebody's peeking on me. She went on to say that God had a mighty, magnificent plan for my life. She went on to say that I was at a crossroad and I was being asked to make a decision whether to continue down a path of destruction that I was on or to receive a new life that was more abundant. Amen? Amen. In 15 minutes time, this lady by the name of Joyce Meyer had me on my hands and knees, and she was leading me through a sinner's prayer. I got up off the floor. I went and found a promoter, and I said, "You got to take me to the airport." I said, "I don't want to play this music anymore." I went home and I told my wife, I said, "I don't want to play this music anymore." She said, "Oh, you're back early," because I was on this world tour. I said, "I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I know that I don't want to do that anymore." And it was so funny. I was talking to Brother Lou. He was talking about compromise earlier. And he was talking about when he had his show, The Repo Man, that every day he was being asked to make compromise. And he says, "You know what? I don't want to do this anymore." Amen, brother? Amen. And that's exactly what happens. When God gets a hold of your heart, he asks you to make a decision. Sometimes we don't want to let things go because we like the other side a little bit better. But you see, God has a plan for each and every single one of you. I remember walking into this church for the very first time, and there's something I've never heard before. I never knew that God's music can sound so contemporary. And when they did the altar call, I went up to the altar, got on my knees, and the pastor put his hand on my shoulder. And as soon as he put his hand on my shoulder, I felt like somebody pulled a cork out of the bottom of my shoe, and my whole spirit got flushed, and immediately I got filled with a new spirit. While I was on my knees crying like a little baby, the Lord spoke to my heart for the very first time, and he said, "The same stages that you toured around the world with Malo, you're going to now do it for my glory." Amen. So I went to Malo Music and I said, "I'd like to reproduce the song that you made famous, and I want to bless people with a gospel version of Suavecito. Can I bless you with that today?" It goes a little something like this. Go ahead, brother.